Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Jason Pizzino on the Jason Pizzino channel. This week in Thailand, I'm back again, is vegetarian week. I've been here nearly a week. Last day, tomorrow I head off to Bali for a week. They got the vegan festival over there too, by the way. Anyway, it is vegetarian week, as I said, and primarily I want to do a video on the food. I had a look around the internet before I came over. I wanted to see if there was anything special to do with the food. I didn't really find anything. Maybe that was just my searches. So I thought, look, I'm here now. Let's put a video together, primarily based it around the food rather than the activities that they do, mostly because I just love food and I want to make a video on food. And I thought it would be nice to share with you guys in case you were thinking of coming over or you happen to find yourself over in Thailand around the second week of October in the future. There's so many vegan, vegetarian options for you to choose. So I'm staying in Sukhumvit. This is the area, sort of like the businessy district of Bangkok. It is massive, check it out. I'll try not to slip over that edge there and fall 30-something floors down. So that is just a small snapshot of the city of where I'm staying. It's amazing. Look how clear it is today, actually. Usually there's a little bit of smogginess in the air, but today it's as clear as you can see. I mean, you look a bit further out, there's a bit of moisture in the air because, you know, we're pretty close to the water and it's quite hot, but that's a pretty good day for such a big city. Anyway, we are going to go through, have a look at some food. Primarily, I'm looking at 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is one of the easiest places you can get food from as vegan, vegetarians, for anyone really. But if you find yourself getting in late at night and you're like, shit, I've got nothing to eat, 7-Eleven has every bit of food you can imagine. Well, not exactly. Anything that you really want to eat, there's plenty of options there. So I'll go through, we'll have a look at 7-Eleven, and then I'm just going to walk down and meet my friend, half a mile from here, and see what I can find on the way, just in this small area to show how much vegan food there is. So let's get going. This is the street just outside my place. The day is looking fantastic. Look how clear it is for such a huge city. That sky is amazing. So the first thing I see is bananas. That's typical, but in front of a suit store, I don't really know why. This is a place I found just last night, actually. We've vegetarian food, but there's a couple of them in this little area. The nice thing about this place is that it's open later. So it wasn't open for lunch, as you can see, but at night it was probably open till midnight, 1 o'clock. So you got lots of vegetarian food there. Let's move on to 7-Eleven, and these are all the goodies. It's all the sweets first. Don't worry, there will be savories, taro buns, and all these bread things filled with sweet stuffing filling. And we got pineapple, pies, lots of bread up there, like sultanas and chocolate and banana breads there. You can see the little symbol there. So that's pretty much the main thing that you'll see on every product that is vegan in this festival time, and not in the festival as well. So this is the freezer section. This is the place that I like to be in the most. I've got the edamame, so much edamame, 20 baht as you can see there. So it's less than an Australian dollar. These are the frozen meals, and there's so many different types to choose from. There's 2 different options there. There is another, and that one's similar to the ones at the top. There's a different one there. I don't really like that one, to be honest. The green ones are much tastier in my opinion. And yeah, I just like that freezer the best. And then we look at the drinks next, because some of the drinks they put, I don't know whether it's like sheep something, I don't know, fish oil. Some of them have like watermelon juice with fish oil. So just make sure you have a quick look for that symbol there. It's different font through different places, but you'll see the red and the yellow, and that's mostly all soy milk there. Almond milk, that's a new addition since I've been coming to Thailand, probably in the last 12 months that I've seen it. They've got lots of these little sweet desserts. I didn't try these. There's just so much food to try. Too much for me. And yeah, so I just keep to the ones I like. And I like pastries more than I like sweet dessert looking things like that. There's actual, these things they heat up for you as well. So you don't have to take it and find a microwave. They've got microwaves in there and they just ask you, do you want it heated? And obviously you say yes if you want to eat it there and then. There's some meats as well. They actually have vegetarian meats that you can choose from. You can just see it just goes on and on and on. Obviously those ones aren't, but here we go again. There's like sushi behind that. That's some nice rice and mushroom-filled meals all across the top here that they'll heat for you. And then when I got to the counter, there's even more. There's coffees, there's, again, more of these sweet buns. These are quite common through Thailand. I remember getting them in Chiang Mai as well, all year round. But in 7-Eleven, they're just here for the festival. Soy milks, more buns, that's the going rate there for a nice little meal pack. And then lastly, bananas in 7-Eleven. I get these pretty often, they're actually pretty damn good. So this is my meal that I chose for lunch. Like I said, I like the green ones. It's vegetarian, like a Thai curry thing with some soy meats. Brown, red, they call it riceberry rice. I never heard of it, maybe you have. Edamame, I love this edamame. I get so many packs of these, 150 grams, it's like what, 5 ounces for 20 baht, like 70 US cents or something like that. That's the meal there. I got a banana cake and a banana at the back too, just to show you. Edamame goes into the bowl. I also have the other meal there that goes into the bowl that I'll show you in a sec. There it is. I usually take the chili out because these things just get a little hot. So if you don't like heat, make sure to take the chili out. I add an extra rice because I like to make the meal bigger, but I don't want to have 2 of the same packaged stuff just to get, so I don't get all the oil, as you'll see in a sec as I tip this rice out. So I put it all into the bowl together, mix it all up, and that is my lunch meal. So yeah, that goes in, and then you'll see the bottom of that. I don't want to get 2 of those, so I just double it up with some brown rice. I think that's the healthiest way I can do it from a convenience store. Pop these open, do the whole packet in there. That's my extra protein, so high protein, high carb meal, and that's my lunch. So let's move down. Let's go and drop this thing off to my mate, about 800 meters down the road, half a mile. Step outside and it's just vegetarian, vegetarian, vegetarian. Look at all these little flags everywhere. These are the typical like cheap buffets. It's usually about 35 to 55 baht. So 35 baht is just a little over $1 US. If you get one thing, that's pretty much what you pay. If you get 2 or 3, it goes up from there. So again, I just move to the next stand. I'm walking down, and then there's just vegetarian food everywhere. Those are all soy meats. Then you've got curries. Then you've got like noodle dishes, more curry. You can see the yellow and the red, and at the back there's some veggies. I've had all of this stuff every single time. My favorite is the one I'm looking at right there, and I'm just talking to the lady about what time they close. So these ones close around 6 o'clock because I don't remember seeing them at night. So you've got to come out and get them at lunch. They're usually for the business people. You can see them picking up their food. As you see there, they've got the eggs at the front too. They don't put eggs inside, but the Chinese like to eat eggs with their vegetarian meal. Primarily, I know it was there from the Chinese after speaking to some of the people. And there's some stand, this guy's a different stand. He's just in front of her and he has all of the deep fried goodies because Thais love deep fried chicken, deep fried pork, deep fried everything. If you've ever been, you see all the deep fried stands. So I think this one is at least trying to replace that for their vegetarian week. That's my understanding anyway. Otherwise, I rarely see these sorts of deep fried vegan treats. So he's got some little sweets at the front there, the savouries at the back, and he's just cutting that up for the man and puts it into a plastic bag so he's not touching any of it. That's why he's got that little funnel. All right, we move on, and yeah, this was just a tea place, and it's tea and coffee, a cafe. That's the sign there. Again, different font, and they have a 50 baht coffee, iced coffee. That's going to be soy milk, vegan. And this lady, I love these stands. If you can find these, she has fresh like boiled corn. She's got boiled potatoes, peanuts, and then some other little white sort of potato that I'm pointing at. She said it's like potato. I've had them before. It is like potato, but it's, I don't know, it's like a root veg, some other root thing. Those ones I love. The potatoes are delicious. They usually have purple potatoes there as well. And I just wanted to keep, I didn't edit this part out because you can just walk and then boom, more vegan food. Those ones are sweets. So I got my savory, I got my sweet, like you literally step out and you will not go hungry. Again, these ones are the buffets, and it's just more and more buffets all the way down. You can see people just collecting their lunch because this is right outside. You see that stairwell at the back there, that goes upstairs to the train. So yeah, people just stop off after work or before or whatever, get their food. Fruit stands everywhere, even in Bangkok, not just a Chiang Mai thing. So yeah, lots of fresh stuff going on there. So I've made it to the mall, dropped off the thing to my mate. That was the mouse he needed for his computer. And then this is their food courts in the mall. You can see the sign again, different font, so keep a lookout for that. Deep fried bananas, deep fried tofu, deep fried everything. Soy milk, some of these are fresh, but yeah, this one's just all pretty much mostly vegan in that little stall there. And I absolutely love the deep fried banana. Try that if you are coming to Thailand. So yeah, these were the vegetarian menus in the restaurants that are just lining the food court area. So these are more pricey items. You can see, 100 baht, 90 baht. That's not really much money. It's $3, $4, $5 US per meal. But from looking at the outside buffets, which you can pick up for $1, this is the price difference here. So again, more of the food court, because this was the bakeries that I wanted to have a look at. I love these bakeries, but there's never anything vegan in them because they put milk in everything, milk and egg. But today, boom, this week of course, and look at these things. I was just like, I wanted to eat all of those. They just look so, I don't know, caramelly and buttery. It looks absolutely amazing. So that is the bakery food. All right, I found this one just as I was walking out. So these are like little, like coconut, and they're just a bit chewier, sort of sweet dessert things. And there's just a little sign saying egg, butter, milk, allergy, so they don't have that in some of these products. Tops is another big one. I didn't get in there. As you can see, there's just so much food I've gone through. They have a very similar buffet like the other places there I showed, so that's what you're looking for if you want to get to Tops. So I'm back home now after dropping off a piece of equipment to my friend in the mall, and there you saw so many different vegan options just in that one food court upstairs. There were a few scattered throughout the building, but primarily that is what they had in just that one mall, 800 meters from my place. Plus we saw all of the little stands from my place down to the mall. There's just so many of them. The options are endless, really. They're just everywhere, open from all hours, particularly sort of lunchtime to dinner. You're not really going to find a lot of different stuff in the mornings, probably just some potatoes and fruit, but you've got 7-Eleven, of course, which is open 24/7. So we've covered everything: who, what, when, why, how, all those good stuff, all that good stuff. So yeah, if you've got any questions, make sure you leave them down below. Otherwise, hopefully you get the chance to see the vegan food through the Vegetarian Festival in Thailand around the 1st or 2nd week of October every single year. So thank you very much for joining. If you like that, remember to hit the like, smash it down below, subscribes and comments, share it around, and I'll see you at the next video. Until then, take care and peace out.